But it was my first proper interview, and I remember turning up at this very swanky hotel in London, and Steven was there with Frank Marshall, the producer, and the casting director, wonderful woman called Mary Selway, who was like the big casting director of the time. And I was sitting on this sofa, and Steven was sitting in an armchair, and he was just talking about the movie, about what he wanted to do with it, what the story was about, what my part was. And he kept saying, look, it's not a huge part, but I think it'd be an interesting one, might be fun. And I'm kind of going, oh, sounds great, sounds great. And then he said, can you do a Spanish accent? I said, yeah, I can do that. And they said, okay, great, well, you'll be hearing from us. So I get up thinking, this is pretty good. So as I'm leaving, as I'm literally in the door jamb, about to walk out of the suite, Steven says, oh, Alfred, you don't have a thing about spiders, do you? But because I was like on my way out and I could see there were people coming in, I didn't feel I could engage or ask any questions. And I thought he meant like maybe those little ones that crawl up out of the bath in the summer or something, you know. And I just went, no. And then left. And then, you know, I never thought about it again until literally a week later, I get the call that I've got the job, and I had to go to the studio and get a cast made of my body, you know, for the movie, which was kind of exciting. I'd never done that before. And I'm getting this cast made, and as I'm waiting to finish up, because I had to get back into London, I see a guy walking down the corridor of Elstree Studios, and he's carrying 2 big suitcases made out of perspex. And you can see into, obviously, and each suitcase is made up of these little compartments, and each compartment had a little tuft of straw. And I'm thinking, well, that's weird. Didn't put 2 and 2 together. Cut to my first day on the film. I'm really excited. I turn up and I see the same guy with the perspex suitcases and the little tufts of straw in each compartment. I'm thinking, oh, I wonder what that is. So I get on stage and onto the sound stage, and the first scene is the scene where we did the famous thing where throw me the idol, I'll throw you the whip. That was the first day. So, and I keep seeing this guy with the suitcases, and then I get told that we're doing the spider sequence, and I'm thinking, oh great. So then I see the guy again, and I put 2 and 2 together, and underneath each tuft of straw, there's this great big tarantula, like fighting to get out of the little. I'm thinking, Jesus Christ! And then, you know, they started putting them on me. Yeah. And I'm like, really thinking, you know, and this handler, he's kind of going, don't worry, Mr. Molina, they're perfectly safe. They're perfectly safe. They're harmless. They only start acting up if you put a female amongst them. Oh, okay. So I'm covered with. There must have been about maybe 30 of them. I can't remember exactly. And they're perfectly still. They're not moving. So we start shooting, and Steven says, they look like they're asleep. Can we get them to move around? And the guys are spraying little air things at them to try and they're not moving. They're terrified. So this guy says, well, they'll only move if I put a female among them. So Steven goes, well, do it. He's getting a little irritated by this point. So this guy goes to the suitcase again, puts on another tarantula, and they go nuts. And you can see it in the movie. They're scrambling about everywhere. One of them crawled up onto my face, and I was like going, oh my God. And then as they're shooting, I hear Steven shout out, Alfred, look scared. And I just went, I was like, I'm scared.
To hear the whole conversation, subscribe for free in Apple Podcasts or wherever you get podcasts, or visit nevernotfunny.com.